All right, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It is hard to believe that we are at the end of August. It is Monday, August 25th. It kind of blows my mind that we are already here. The school year has started for a lot of us with our kids, and it's like off to the races, right? So I am super excited that you guys are here and that you're here to learn about these drops. I got introduced to the Body and Balancy drops. I saw a post, and in May of last year. So I saw a post about the little drops. I'm sure you've seen the post. And I had every single one of these symptoms, with the exception of adult acne. I did not have that at that time, though I have had the lovely joy of having that in my adult life. But I had every other symptom and that you see here. And I I'm 54. I thought, oh gosh, it just must be, menopause. And I was diagnosed with a thyroid condition years ago. And I've had some other autoimmune challenges. And so I just figured it just must be that this is just the rest of my life, right? Well, in walks the drops. The person I saw that made a post is someone I knew she cared about ingredients. I knew that she cared um about like what was in the product. I knew she did her due diligence. And then I did my due diligence and I decided to give them a go. And I'm so glad that I did because I don't have any of these symptoms anymore. I mean, it really is amazing. I right away my cravings went down, they decreased. My sleep was better, my night sweats went away. We don't make any medical claims here, just so you know, but I'm just sharing my experience, and we don't make any income claims either. But the product really helped me with my mood, my fatigue, my energy, focus, so many different non-scale victories, which is one of the things I love about the drops. And I because of kind of some of the challenges I've had with my health, it's been hard for me to release weight. So I'm officially, I just weighed myself this morning. I'm down 18 pounds officially since I started on the drops, several inches. I'd have to count up how many. I am continually, like, I lost another pound last week. So for the menopausal woman with a slow thyroid and other autoimmune challenges, typically it's kind of unheard of to be able to release the weight and to feel great. And I do feel great, and I am blown away. So what I know that I still have weight to release, but I know that I'm on a journey, and that the one thing I love about the testimonials that you're going to hear tonight, and then the testimonials that I'm going to show you, is that um people, they release the weight here, and they, again, I'm not going to make any claims, but most of them, they keep it off. The only people that don't keep it off are the people that go back to poor habits. That's the truth. If you go back to eating poorly and not exercising and not drinking your water and all the things, then yeah, you probably will gain weight back. But for those of us that are making changes and focus on, you know, moving our body, drinking the water, putting the drops in our body, making the healthy food choices. The great thing about the drops is that you actually crave healthier food. That's one of the things I absolutely love. The other thing that you're going to see that I always talk about is how the puffiness starts going away on people's faces, and then also all over their body. So you're going to see that in the picture. So the name of the company is partner.co. I'm blown away by this company, and we're just getting started. We're in over 50 countries around the world, and the drops are our viral products. So people, a lot of times, they get started with the drops, and then they kind of peek around the partner co door, and they check out what else there is. Of like, oh my gosh, if these drops are so great, what else could this company have? Well, let me tell you what, the other products we have are over the top. Like they are lights out amazing. So, what I absolutely love is that you really can get a lot of great products here and really increase like your longevity, your just like all the things that, at least for me, again, I'm 54, the things that I want to have that better focus. I want to release the unwanted weight and the visceral fat. I want to have great gut health because I know it's attached to my brain health. I want to drink the clean energy drinks. I want to have the better sleep. I want the collagen. Why? Because not just for vanity purposes, but for like longevity, right? So what the beauty here is that our products, each one of these things that you see listed here, each one alone is a multi-billion dollar industry. So our company is really, we're in massive momentum as a company and as a team. And it's only going to continue because people are looking for like natural and holistic solutions for all of these things listed. And that's what I absolutely love. So I love Dr. Ray Strand. He is our chief medical officer. You can look him up on Amazon and see all the books that he's written. He is 80 years old this year. I met him when I was up in Canada earlier this summer. He is such a joy. Honestly, I think he might look a little bit younger than he does in this picture. And he has been really passionate his whole career about helping people get healthier with the food that they put in their body, the water that they drink, moving their bodies. And so he's super passionate about helping people with their health. And so he's the perfect chief medical officer for us. He got his MD from University of Colorado. He lives in South Dakota and he's super passionate about that. He's one of the reasons why the drops exist. Because he actually has had, he used a product similar to this before and couldn't believe how it helped him so much. So he's super passionate about how the drops here in the United States are homeopathic. And I love that the drops have, all these clinical studies and, they're amazing. I mean, I could go on and on. So with the drops, according to Dr. Dr. Ray Strand and other doctors on our board, you're going to be able to release weight twice as fast than with diet alone. And that's been my experience because I was only gaining weight prior to the drops. Like it was menopause and my other issues. I was only gaining weight. So the fact that I've been able to release the 18 pounds, I'm just so grateful. So they're clinically proven, doctor recommended. They're all natural. They're safe, effective, stimulant free, and hormone free, which is really important. So what are these drops? You guys, they are going to address the foundational hormones in the body. What are those? That's going to be your insulin, your cortisol, your thyroid, your ghrelin, and your leptin. And so when I started taking the drops, I did feel a shift probably about 8 days in. Everyone's different. Some people it's like immediate. But for me, again, I've had some challenges. And so the drops, about 8 days in, I felt this and I think it was like a cortisol reset, honestly, or a detox. And I felt a really big difference. I felt calmer. My mood was definitely better. My cravings were down. And one of the things I realized is that my whole entire life, I have had something called food noise. What is that? That is where I had cravings all the time. And I thought to myself that it was just normal because it had been my whole entire life, even in childhood. I don't have that anymore. I don't have the cravings. And if I do get some cravings, I honestly, our upline, he told me, he goes, just take an extra set of drops. And like, if, we'll coach you on how to do that. But because some people, well, I'm not going to get into the why everything works the way it does, but because I'm not a doctor, but what I want to tell you is that I've never used a product like this that works to support the body, that is encourages you to do the things that we already know to do. Like, who's been there? I've known what to do for over 20 years. And I would do it. And then I would get frustrated, or I'd be on a trip and I'd be kind of irritated that everyone else was eating ice cream and I wasn't. And I wasn't very pleasant to be around. Have you ever had that hangry kind of like, well, I mean, that was me. And so my family's a lot happier that I'm on the drops because I could say no to the tempting things and I'm still happy. And then when I do choose to eat something not on plan, I'm not mad at myself later. I enjoy eating it and I just move on. It's very freeing. Okay. So I've talked a lot about myself. I don't really want to talk about myself anymore. I'd love for to bring on a couple other people. Um, the next person I want to bring on is Elizabeth. Are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for asking me to just share a little bit about my journey so far with Partner Co. And the drops. But
Yes.
I have to ditto what Anne has already said. Like, I've already been on my own health journey for the past 15, 20 years. I've known about clean eating. I'm not new to it, but I hit that horrible premenopause time. And I probably started hitting it around 35, 36 years is when I started having issues. And we moved down from New Hampshire to North Carolina in 2020. And since I have been here, I've put on slowly over the past 5 years an additional 35 pounds. But along with that came so many different health issues that I've been struggling with. And I did see Billy's post way back in March, and didn't jump on right away. I kind of watched what she was doing. And it's just funny because I was searching for something exactly like this. So, you're like, I'm asking you a question, and then I just kind of ignored it for a few months and kept looking for solutions. But I had hit a point in my life where I really couldn't ignore the issues that were going on with me any longer. My hormones, my mobility had gotten so poor. I really thought it was age, but I just couldn't get on and off the ground without like help. And I'm still young. I turned 50 this year. I still think that I should be young at 50. I don't want that to define me. But the pain in my shoulders was excruciating. I had such inflammation, brain fog, poor sleep, huge sugar cravings. And this is still with eating pretty good. Like, I wasn't way off plan or anything. It just, I was fighting against all the things that were going on. But I also thought at this point that I might even need shoulder surgery. And when I tell you I was in so much pain, it would wake me up at night. I couldn't roll over because the covers were too heavy. I'm a side sleeper, and both shoulders had problems. One had bursitis for the past several years with fluid pouch on the top of my shoulder that gets bigger at times, and then the fluid will decrease and then it inflames again. The other one, I woke up one morning, I couldn't move it. I had a frozen shoulder. I had to go in for a cortisone shot, and for 2 weeks I slept in a chair crying in pain, and I thought there was no way out. At this point, I saw another person that I really trusted posting about the drops, and that made me, I asked her a few questions, and she encouraged me, go back to Billy. So I went back and I said, okay, Billy, and that's 3 months ago. So this is in July, I finally jumped in. And man, it just makes me cry to think about it, because it's been 5 short weeks. My shoulder pain is completely gone. I've released 14 pounds. My sleep is better than it's ever been. I'm way more patient with the daily struggles with kids, life, everything. I'm not like all over the board yelling. The brain fog is lifted. I can stay finished and focused on a task rather than every day about noon, feeling like I need to go take a 2-hour nap. I still take naps, but but I can make it through a day, and so much more. I can't even, I know I'm missing tons, but not only that, but my husband, son, and daughter have all joined me. My husband's a big guy, 6'8". And he had a wake up call when he saw how poor his dad's mobility was recently. Same height, big guys, basketball. My husband played football. So he was looking at not being able to do things soon. And he has about 80 pounds to lose. He's already released 23 of that since he
Oh
started.
my God.
My son is a pilot, has to stay under a certain weight. He's already released 15, and my daughter around 9 and feels more focused. So many huge benefits. I know I'm missing stuff, but I'll end with this. I feel like I'm aging backwards, like before premenopause hit. I love being active and outdoors. And the last couple of years, I really thought age was going to keep me from that. And now I believe, no, that's not how it's going to be. I'm going to be able to get on and off the ground with my future grandkids. I'm going to be able to travel. I feel like my life has been handed back to me. And I would tell you not to hesitate. And more important, your health is so much more important than that. And also don't focus on the scale. Like what Anne was saying, like whether I have lost 14 pounds or not, I would be on these drops for the rest of my life. Literally, I feel like I'm a new person. I feel like I don't even know. I can't even describe it, but I'm like back to my old self. And I think, how did people live with me for the past several years? Because I know I'm a better person right now. So, but anyway, that's all I have right now, Anne.
Well, thank you, Elizabeth. I really appreciate you sharing. I'm so proud of you with your transformation. And you guys, look at this picture of her. Like look at these before and afters. You can see the difference. Like, so I always tell people, if you're just starting on your drops, you know, take a selfie and then take a selfie a month in, take a selfie 2 months in, take a selfie 3 months in. Why? This is going to change right here. I mean, look at the difference, Elizabeth. How long apart, how far apart do you feel like this picture was?
So, the I had taken a picture, and then like 5 days later, taken another one. This new one, I did post my first one, and you could definitely see a difference in my face already after 5 days. But this one was more like like after I'd been on it 5 weeks. So,
Okay.
yeah,
That's fantastic. I mean,
yes.
you can see you look so much younger. Like your eyes are brighter. Like that right there, like you don't have the darkness around your eyes. Like that's incredible. You've got like your cheeks are rosy. I mean, you just look fantastic. So I'm so happy for you and your family, for your husband, for your son. It really is fantastic. So I'm so proud of you. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so now I'm gonna ask for Marla. Are you there, Marla?
I'm here.
Okay, I am going to ask Marla to share, and I'm gonna share some of your pictures, Marla. Is that okay?
Yeah. There, let me preset with I am a certified personal trainer and hormone coach. I know all the things to do, and no matter what I did, I still went from maybe start with the one after I lost all that weight, that one.
Okay, yeah, actually, I need to send myself that one. Okay, you talking. I'm going to show the pictures. So the one where Marla is totally ripped, that's when Marla lost a lot of weight. Okay, and then life happened, right, Marla?
Life definitely happened. So when I had my son, I was 70 pounds overweight until he was about 4. Made the decision, lost the 70 pounds, just ate healthy, worked out. It was easy back then, right? I mean, I was like 28, 29, super easy. Weight fell off. It took about 7 months for it to come off. And I got really heavy into weightlifting. Did it, love it, still do it to this day. Fast forward, I stayed like that until I was about 47-ish years old. And my boyfriend and I go on trips to the Caribbean twice a year. And no big deal. I'm running around in a bikini. I mean, I looked great, had no problem. One day I woke up and I literally wanted to cry. I'm not gonna cry because I just felt horrible. I felt awful. I felt fat. I had a muffin top. Like, where did this come from? And it was a few weeks before we went on vacation. And I literally wanted to cancel vacation because I was like, I look bad. All in the meantime of this, back in 2020, I've been active forever and overdo things. I had a total knee replacement in 2020 that went bad. I had to a year later have a partial revision. The next year had a full revision. So in 2023, I had a full revision. I have metal from mid thigh to mid tibia. And last year, I had a ligament replaced. With all of this, perimenopause hit me like a bus. Just ran me over. I had everything just like Anne, but the acne, the mood swings. I thank my boyfriend every day. He did not. So this is when I lost all my, this was me up until I was about 47. Started in my 30s, and I stayed like this for a long time. But I just woke up and having horrible mood swings, wasn't sleeping. I was a medical sales rep and I worked in the operating room, and it's literally 66, 67 degrees in there, and I'm sweating through my clothes. It was horrible. So I started working out. I started eating healthier. I was killing myself in the gym, still putting on the weight. And I am one of those people that my doctor said to me, why don't you just take the shot?
Mhm.
Not going to do the shot. I just, my boyfriend is a doctor. He's an anesthesiologist. And, we talked about that a lot and all of the goods and bads to that. And I'll just leave it at that. But, fast forward, I fought hormone replacement therapy forever till I finally said, okay, I give. I got on hormone replacement therapy and it made matters 100 times worse, made me depressed. I made a comment as I can see how people hurt themselves. And so I stopped cold turkey. Now I'm trying to find what to do. I became certified as a hormone coach, and still, no matter what I did. So the picture without the hat on was about 4 weeks ago. It's embarrassing as all get out to say I'm a certified personal trainer and I look like this. But it's what it is. Like I said, I work out like a beast. I eat, my diet is we splurge on pizza every now and then, but I know what to do and I still gain the weight. Charmin came to me with the drops and I basically told her, no, go away. She came to me again. I'm like, no, really, I'm not into this quick fixy thing. I'm no. So I started looking and I started researching and just watching. I think I followed Anne and Janine and just kept watching until I finally agreed to get on a call. And talking to these three women was, I mean, that was the game changer. Just hearing their stories, hearing their passion, knowing that I'm in a community with like-minded women who are of the same age as me, was just a breath of fresh air. So my thought was, I'll try them, and I'm not going to say anything about them because I'm not posting everybody else's before and after pictures before I have my own. So got the drops, talked to my boyfriend, decided, you know what? It's working for all of these people. Let me just try. Let me try. I'll make it a business. I have not worked. I've been struggling to find a job. We moved to Myrtle Beach from Arizona in April, and I have not been able, with all of my medical background, have not been able to find a job. So I'm like, let me see if I make a couple bucks. Okay, great. That'll just extend until I have to, give me a little backup till I have to find a job. Um, got the drop, started taking the drop, started posting, and holy cow, it's totally been crazy. I think I'm on box number 62 that I've sold in the past 4 weeks. My boyfriend, who will not take anything, he'll drink creatine for his workouts and maybe a pre-workout. I showed him the drops. He looked at the drops. I showed him the ingredients. He literally stole my drops and took him to work, put him in his work bag. And he's my always like, we'll be on our way home. We have to take our drops so we can eat and we have to do this. So that to me is we'll be on the drops for the rest of our lives, knowing that. I mean, if you know him and how clinical he is and his research and everything else, it's big to me. So when Anne asked me to speak, I wish I had taken better before and after pictures, especially like a selfie. But I took that picture without the hat on and I hid it and I literally wanted to cry. And yesterday, actually, I took the other picture today, but we came home with my knee surgeries. I get I'm inflamed. My legs look like they look like 90-year-old women legs with all of just like the buildup of the fat and the inflammation. And I literally hate wearing shorts. Hate it. And I noticed yesterday when we came home that I wasn't as swollen as I used to be. And I wish I took better pictures because am I tan? I'm always walking in shorts because I'm embarrassed to go out like this. Um, Today even my boyfriend noticed that my legs just don't have that inflammation and that swelling built up in my legs. And so I said, what the hell? I threw this bathing suit on, and you can really see on the side one. Do you have the side one, Anne?
Yeah. Yeah.
My stomach, how bloated I have lived for the last year and a half. It's crazy. Like, no matter what I did, I was always constantly just felt like I was so big and fat and just bloated and uncomfortable. And you can just see the difference. You can start to see the definition back in my muscle.
Yeah.
I still have some fat to lose, but it's been a total game changer. Like, if you're on the fence, I was that person. I was that skeptic. I would say just throw that out the window I mean, what do you have to lose but inflammation, weight, perimenopause symptoms, all of the things.
Right. Right. And so, okay, so share with us, like, remind me when you started on the drops. Was it the beginning of
So, so
August? Why?
3 weeks. So I signed up 4 weeks ago, Wednesday is when I
Okay.
signed up. So this
So
is
you're
my third, huh?
yeah, third week
I
on the
didn't have the
drop.
drops.
Yeah. So your third week on the drops.
So this is my third week on the drops. The first thing I noticed was the energy. I told my boyfriend because I sleep okay, but 2 o'clock I'm literally making coffee. If I can't lay down and take a nap, I'm literally making a cup of coffee every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed about 3 days in, I was not needing the coffee. Had energy. I mean, one day it was like I got all my work done beforehand. I jumped on my spin bike at like 4:30 at night, just because I'm like, I haven't really done any cardio today. Let me do something. I love it because it's not that like jittery,
Right.
energy like
Right.
that. It's like sustained natural energy throughout the whole day where I was blown away. And if that was my only relief I got, I'm taking it and I'm still being on them forever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
So,
notice the not being as hungry, I
yeah.
think, within my first week.
Yeah, so 3 weeks in, I mean, I hope you guys can see. If you're on your phone, it might be hard to see, but if you're not on your phone, I and you're on a computer, I can see that she's got more definition in her legs, and then not only is the inflammation going away in her belly, but she's starting to get that definition again of muscle in her belly because of how she works out. So what I want you to know is that, like, again, we're not going to make any claims here, but Marla already works out, takes care of it. She's already doing all the things. So her body's going to respond. Okay. And so when you are considering using the drops or you're selling the drops, you want to tell people, I'm just going to jump into the next thing. And that is, you want to tell people that they want to use we want them to eat from the approved food list. Why? It's low glycemic. You're gonna get better results. You're gonna feel healthier. um so hold on, I'm gonna share I'm going back to my slideshow. I apologize. And so that's what, she's already doing that, right? um Everyone has a different journey. So we don't compare ourselves to other people, right? We're just going to enjoy like the journey that we're on. But I love how she's already had so many wins. So our low glycemic food index is going to be healthy fats, lean meats, vegetables. There's some fruits on there. You take your liquid discipline, like Marla's boyfriend says on the way home in the car, so they can eat when they get home. And I love that, you guys. Here he is. And this is the other thing. We have a lot of doctors like him who are saying yes to the drops. They are saying these are smart. It's not just Dr. Ray Strand. And so I'm going to just go through these other testimonials really quickly because I want you to see how, like, people are winning on these drops. This is Kristen White. she owns a CrossFit gym in Jackson, Tennessee. She's #1 CrossFit girl in the state of Tennessee. This is her after she had her child. She started using the drops. The drops have been around for about 13, 14 years. And she started using the drops and released the inflammation, released the weight. She stays on the drops because of the mood piece and the balancing of the foundational hormones more than because she doesn't have to lose any more weight. Okay. So, but she stays on them. She says that her family knows if she hasn't taken them because of her mood. That would be my family too. This is Ursula. She's mama 6. She wanted to earn some money while she was at the ball field. So she started selling the drops and releasing weight. I mean, the drops are for men and women. I love that. We all have foundational hormones. Everybody on the planet. So these drops are for everyone, men, women, doesn't matter your age. Anyone can take them. If, and again, the bottles are going to say for 18 and up. But I will tell you if there's someone that you feel like would benefit from them, because there are a lot of non-scale victories, not just scale, but someone who's younger than 18, you need to get with the person who asked you to join us. And you just need to, like, you would modify the dosage, like a quarter of a dose, depending on the weight. Because again, there are a lot of people that use them for other things other than the weight. The weight's basically a benefit. It's like a side benefit of balancing those foundational hormones. So this is Misty. Again, like if you remember Elizabeth's pictures before and afters, her eyes also look so much healthier in the after, just like Misty's. I love it. I love that here's someone who is someone who wanted to compete in why can't I think a fitness competition, and she I mean, I would have been happy with the picture on the left. Let's face it, I would have been really happy. But you know what, you guys, if you are familiar with that industry, a lot of people get to the looking like the person on the right in a not very healthy way. So what I loved is that she used the drops and did the low glycemic food index, and she achieved what she wanted to achieve through that, putting on muscle. So I love that. This is Dr. Crystal Vance. She has released over 160 pounds. She actually looks even healthier now than she does in this picture on the right. She is, I mean, she's incredible. She has not had any type of skin surgery. That's because she uses the drops. She uses some of the other products that we have. One of them is called Venali. I love the Venali. It's going to help tighten the skin. Okay. That's one of the benefits. It's a great product. It supports the lungs, the heart, the skin, and the eyes. But I love this. And she's a chiropractor doctor, and has been using the drops for years. Like I talked about, the drops are for all ages. Ashley on the right, I met her in Columbus, Ohio, just a few weeks ago, actually about a month ago. And she is amazing. She's one of the people that, like, if you've seen a post, it's because Ashley developed that whole marketing campaign. So we have options for you. You can be a customer and you can purchase your drops for $167 from the brand partner who invited you on here. And actually there were a few different questions. And I just closed the chat. So I didn't close it. I just closed it on my thing. I apologize. I'll get to the questions when we wrap up. But you can get with the person and buy your drops for $167. You also have an option to buy the drops directly from the company, become a preferred customer. You're going to save 15%. It's essentially the same savings that we give our customers, because the drops retail for $176 plus tax and shipping from the company. It's going to, depending on where you live in the country and your tax, it's going to be about $200. And so total. And so we sell them for $167. So we actually sell them for less than what they retail for with the company. And then the other option that you have is that you can purchase the drops. You can become a brand partner. And when you do that, it's $29.95. And it's a one-time fee, which I love. You get a replicated website. There's awesome back office, great marketing tools. And if you're just looking to purchase your product at a deeper discount, this is the package we recommend. It's $371, so you're going to get your drops for a really great price. You can just keep all those for yourself and have them for a 4-month supply, or you can sell 3 and get yours for free. You can sell them for 167, or you can sell all 4 and you're going to collect 668, and you're going to pay back your investment of 371 and profit 297. I love that we have the option here to buy our product in bulk and then turn around and help our customers save money, but we also get away, it's a way that we can make right now money in our pocket. So like my friend Ashley that I mentioned just a few minutes ago, she developed a marketing campaign, and all of these people here, a lot of the people on the call, we have embraced that. And I saw a post, Elizabeth saw a post, and that's what intrigued us. We started using the drops. We decided to start selling the product. And it's just a way to turn your social media into really helping people get healthier. I mean, I'm really passionate about that. So we have a system. We use this app that's called Boards. It's like a filing cabinet on your phone. It's awesome. And it's truly plug and play. And so my friend Ashley, she's the one that developed the social media campaign that we use. And it really is tried and proven, and it's fantastic. So let's say you're interested in joining us with using that marketing campaign that Ashley developed. We have a package that's a 10-pack. You can purchase it for $880. You're going to sell them for $167, and you're going to collect $1,670. You're going to pay back your investment of $880, and you're going to profit $790. And that's what I did when I started, because this next package wasn't available. This is our package that actually, one of the things with this company that's actually really unique is that we have the opportunity to come in within the first 4 weeks and get to something called top pay. What that does is it sets you up for 30% upfront income for life. And it's $2,300. That's how much the package costs for 30 boxes of drops. It's $167. We sell them for $167 per box. So that means that you're going to collect $5,010. You're going to pay back that investment of $2,300, and you're going to profit $2,700. You guys, it is awesome. And so this is actually how I buy my drops now. And so, but we are really passionate about, we want you to get in where you fit in. That's really important to us here on our team. And so regardless of where you start, we're going to support you. We're going to teach you the system. We're going to teach you how to post. We're going to teach you about the products. We have so much training, and it's just an incredible opportunity, because guess what? It's not just Marla and Elizabeth and me and Ursula who are looking for solutions. A lot of people are looking for holistic solutions, natural solutions. And one of the things I didn't touch on, because I do think we probably have some people on from Canada, all the drops that I've been talking about today, the formulation that I'm referring to, these are our body balancing drops in the United States. It's a homeopathic version. In Canada and in the UK and Australia and in all the other countries, they're called body balancing drops. They're called day and night drops, and it's an herbal blend. So there's similar ingredients to achieve the same goal, but they are formulated a little bit differently. So we are so excited that you joined us tonight. Like I said, we are, I think it was just announced that we are the second out of like 700 companies globally. We are number 2 with our growth as a company. And so we really are in huge momentum as a company and as a team. We're having so much fun. We're helping people get healthier. And it really is when you can get healthier holistically and you can help others do the same. I don't know. I really actually don't know what's better because I've always been really passionate about this and I've always been the one that it didn't work. Like it works for everyone else, but it didn't work for me. Well, this is working for me and it can work for you too. So thanks for joining us tonight. I'm going to stop the recording and we're super happy that you joined us. Stop the, here we go.